game resumed.
Alright guys, welcome back to CSL March Madness. This is the round of 8, day number 1, match number 2, and it's the 2v2 spawning here in the top position. Is going to be Kento Fighter, our purple Protoss, and Hate Fiend, our green Zerg, representing San Jose State University. And spawning here in the bottom position, spawning as the dark fuchsia Terran. It's going to be Skilla, and his teammate, the blue Zerg, Kippy, representing Ohio State. So we have a TZ for Ohio State and a PZ for San Jose State University. And Ferg, I'm just looking forward to more 2v2 HOTS action, man.
Yeah, I mean, that last game was so good, but I'm excited here because we have Zerg love on both sides instead of that PT team, which did not quite keep it together for UMN. But really quick, before we get too far into the game, OSU has some shout-outs they'd like me to make. They want to give shout-outs to previous coordinators Lyra and Furnace, who have unfortunately left because of graduation, which is the best way to leave the CSL, of course. But they also have a giant LAN on March 30th. So if you're anywhere near OSU, go on down. It's a Heart of the Swarm LAN and charity tournament. And they will also have Root Fitzy, so go on down and meet him. Pretty fun stuff in Ohio, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's always great to go ahead and meet, some of the local, North American pros and semi-pros around, get to play some games with them. It's always fun to try and see where you stack up to the competition and things like that.
Yeah, and of course, shout out to our sponsors, NCIX and Raid Call. If you join in our group right now, Raid Call Group 1111, or just search for Collegiate Star League. We have 31 people. We get 19 more. We're giving away another messenger badge. We already gave one out to Roberto. So huge shout out to Roberto.
So jelly, man. So jelly. No, but it is awesome that we're giving those away.
And right now, I mean, this game is starting to look crazy. Hate Fiend just finished his spawning pool. So we should have Zerglings on the way. There they are. Kento Fighter getting out that Cyber Core. Chrono boosting out some probes. Kippy, early expand.
Kippy, early expand, and he gets gas as well. So he's going to be going for quick speed. But, I mean, this does kind of leave Kippy with very few units on, early on. At least slow Lings can kind of do something. Whereas, I mean, Kippy's not going to have much out on the field for quite a while. It's going to be up to his dark fuchsia teammate Scylla to sort of, I mean, what would you call that color? I mean, you could say purple, but it's clear that Kento Fighter is the purple.
I'd call it blue, but I'm not good at colors. I was a civil engineering major,
Yeah.
Darker blue.
Just like a blue-purple mix.
It's there.
It's there.
It's not red. I'll call it not red.
And I'm actually kind of surprised. Kippy, well, he's going to be getting a Baneling Nest, of course, to deal with any swell of Zerglings that Hate Fiend is able to come up with. And we do see Hate Fiend kind of poking around, seeing the expansion, not much getting done. Hate Fiend's hatchery about halfway done here, and Kento Fighter has got his Mothership Core out, which is just such a great unit. It's honestly, I feel like for me, it's the best addition to Protoss, without a doubt.
Yeah,
and
gives them a lot of versatility.
Exactly. It's just so nice, man, having that flexibility, man.
Yeah, and it looks like, I mean, Kento Fighter right now is going to do a pretty hard push. There's a lot of Protoss units coming on down. There's the Mothership Core floating down as well. The proxy pylon is set up just outside of the natural. And Scylla now trying to scout it out, will see everything, but of course taking all the damage from those Zerglings. Now they're running in, doing a lot of damage to the bunker. Time warp going down.
The
It's crazy.
Were so close to connecting, but the time warp actually slowed down the Banelings enough that it allowed Hate Fiend to control his Speedlings just fast enough to get away from those slow Banelings. I mean, I thought Banelings were slow, without time warp, but with that, they were kind of crawling across the screen. Right now, the two are still fighting, and I don't know, Ferg, who do you think's going to pull it out?
Those Banes are just so close, but these bunkers are not falling, and the Terran biomass is starting to really rack up. I mean, the bunkers are almost back to full health. The Queen did not fall. Injects were going off on this hatchery. I feel like once the Lings are gone, everything will be over, and the swarm of Lings there coming out of the Ohio State players cleaning up all these Zerglings, and Kento Fighters, Protoss units are now dead, and this is not looking good for San Jose State right now. They're about 20 supply down on the Ohio State players, and Scylla calling it out counter time. They are definitely going to push right now, even some SCVs thrown into the mix. I mean, there's a lot of Lings, but
there is a lot of Lings.
There's Banelings, there's 4 Banelings, 5 Banelings in production, and so many Marines behind them to tank as well at the same time. What are the SJSU players doing? Trying to throw down more gateways, trying to get a defense, but if this base goes down, it's a huge loss. The Queen getting caught there in the front. Oh my gosh!
Oh, the Banelings! Oh my god, and the thing is that there's no Mothership Core to do any time warp on any of these units, so they have free reign. Kento Fighter lost pretty much everything, like you were saying, including that Mothership Core. This hatchery is pretty much dead, and Hate Fiend calls the GG. SJSU is down 1-2, man.
Yeah, that was a really good 2v2 game. You could see working together, weathering the storm from that initial push, and countering just perfectly. And SJSU, they couldn't pull it together.
Yeah, so with that, they're going to be down 1-2. Guys, we're going to take a short break. Once again, thanks to our sponsors, Raid Call and NCIX. We are in Raid Call channel 1111, or just search Collegiate Star League. We have 30 people in the channel right now. If we get 20 more in, we will be giving away another messenger bag. We already did give one away to Roberto. So guys, hop in the channel, talk for a bit. We'll be back with game number 4 in just a minute.